Hello everyone, I am Ashwini Saurabh Maitras from Department of Statistics, RBNB College, Srirampur. Today we will see the topic attributes. So before that we have seen some definitions and notations regarding the attribute. So if the question is whether the given two attributes are independent or not, then we can check by the independency condition. Let us see one example. Suppose the attributes, there are two attributes A and B. Suppose A denotes male and B denotes the successful person. Then if this proportion of successful male equals to the proportion of successful female, then we say that the attributes A and B are independent. So in notation we can write this. So AB denotes the proportion, AB denotes the successful male, alpha B denotes the successful female. So these are the proportion among male and female. So if they are equal, then we say that these are independent. Further we can write, so AB plus alpha B divided by A plus alpha, and this will be, so if we add these two, we have as B. Now let us equate this B upon N equals to AB upon A. So this implies that AB will be equal to A into B upon N. So if this condition holds, then we say that the attributes A and B are independent. So similarly, we can show that the attributes A and beta are independent. Also the attribute alpha and B are independent. So for that purpose, so here we can write A minus AB upon A, and from here we can write alpha minus alpha B upon alpha. So this will be A beta upon A equals to, this is alpha beta upon alpha. So from this we can say that the attributes A and beta are independent. Or we can write this as a B minus AB upon A equals to, so we can subtract B and we can show that alpha and B are independent. If this proportion B equals to beta, and here we have to write alpha B and alpha beta. So in this way we can show that the attributes alpha and B are independent if this proportion holds. But generally we check only the condition that whether AB equals to A into B upon N. So if this condition holds, then we say that A and B are independent attributes. So let us see one example to show it. Suppose we are given the data like this. So AB equals to 10, then alpha B equals to 30, A beta equals to 40, and alpha beta equals to 120. So suppose this is the given data. So let us find out whether the condition of independency holds. So we have AB equals to 10 here, and we can obtain A by adding AB plus A beta. So we know the relation from previous lecture. So AB plus A beta will be 50. Then for B we have AB plus alpha B. So AB plus alpha B will be 40. So we know this relation, so we can write these two, or we can make a table. Further, let us obtain this quantity. So AB upon N. Here capital N means the total frequency is, we can obtain total frequency by adding A and alpha or by adding B and beta. So in both way we can see that the total frequency is 200. So to simplify this, we can write down this table also. So A alpha and B beta. So if we take this table, so this is 10, then we are given that A beta is a 40, alpha B is a 30 and 120. So if we take vertical sum, then it will be 50, 150. Again here the attribute B, so frequency of B is 40 and frequency of beta is 160. So in both sides we can see that the total frequency is 200. So either we make this table, so it will be better for calculation purpose. So this is the table which shows that total frequency is 200. So let us substitute here the values. So A and B, so 50 into 40 divided by 200. If we solve this, we get equals to 10, which is the frequency of AB. So here from the given data we can see that the attributes A and B are said to be independent. The next concept is correlation and association. So this concept correlation will be studied in the next semester. So basically it means that it measures the relation between two variables. So correlation is used to find the relation between two variables, whether the given variables are related or not. For that purpose we require a quantitative data, so numeric values are required to calculate correlation. But if there are attributes given, then we cannot calculate the correlation, but we can calculate the rank correlation. If the population is divided into dichotomous population, means only two groups are there, then we cannot calculate or we cannot give the ranks as a 1 and 2, then correlation will be either -1, 0 or 1, which is not meaningful. So in that case, for attributes we cannot compute the rank correlation also. So how to measure the relation between that attributes? So in this case we use the concept of association, whether the two given attributes are associated or not. So we know that the attributes A and B are independent if this condition holds. So AB equals to A into B upon N. So let us see the association between them. If AB is greater than A into B upon N, if this happens, then we say that A and B are positively associated, or we just say that associated. So here, if this condition holds, then A and B are positively associated. If this happens, so AB is less than A into B upon N, then we say that A and B are negatively associated, or there is a word dissociated. So here we are learning the concept of association and dissociation between the attributes. So here are the conditions where we say that the attributes are associated or dissociated with each other. Means this proportion A beta and this will be B and beta. Similarly, we have to write here alpha beta. So this proportion is greater, so A beta upon B is greater than alpha beta upon beta, then we have to say that they are positively associated. Further, we can solve this and we can write down some condition related to this also. So the attributes A and B are said to be completely associated if AB is equal to A or AB is equal to B. If this happens, then A and B are completely associated. So in that case, here A beta will be 0 and if AB equal to 0 and alpha beta equal to 0, then we say that A and B are completely dissociated. So in this way we can check these conditions to check the association and dissociation between the two attributes. Let us see the next concept, which is Yule's coefficient of association. So to measure the association between two attributes, so it measures the relation between two attributes or association between the two attributes, and it is given by QAB equals to AB into alpha beta minus A beta alpha B at the denominator, addition of these two. So this is known as Yule's coefficient of association. Further, there is a one result that this QAB always lies between -1 and 1. So let us prove this result. Suppose x equals to AB into alpha beta and y equal to A beta into alpha B. So we are assuming this. Then QAB will be equal to x minus y upon x plus y. Here the terms x and y are positive. So x is greater than or equal to 0 and y is also positive. So we know that x minus y will be always greater than x plus y. So this is mathematically we can write. Further, x minus y upon x plus y will be greater than or equal to 1. So this implies QAB is always, here we have to write less or equal to sign. So mathematically it is less or equal to 1. If we subtract a number, two positive number, and if we add these two numbers, then this will always happen that the subtraction is less than the addition. So that's why QAB is less than 1. Also, if x is a positive quantity, then this will always happen that minus x is less than plus x. So now let us subtract one quantity from both sides. So here we can further solve. So this implies that x minus y upon this x plus y, this will be greater than -1, and this implies that QAB will be greater than or equal to -1, and from these two we can write this QAB will always lie between -1 and 1. So this is Yule's coefficient of association, and we can measure the association by observing the value of Q. Means if Q equal to 0, if Q equal to 1, what happens? So let us write down these conditions. The first condition is, if this Q is positive, means greater than 0, then we say that the attributes A and B are positively associated, or we say that just associated. Next is, if this Q is less than 0 or negative, then we say that A and B are dissociated. Further, if this Q is equal to 0, then A and B are happen to be independent. Further, next condition is, if this Q is equal to 1, then A and B are completely associated. And finally, if Q is equal to -1, then A and B are completely dissociated. So these are the conditions to check the relation between attributes A and B. So here the topic attributes ends. So today we have seen the independence, correlation and association. Also we have seen the point Yule's coefficient of association. So thanks for watching me.